Hello everyone, this is Joanna the Medium and your intuitive coach. Thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome you with open arms, and I hope you find something here just like the other subscribers have found something they enjoy. Month of December, almost in November. Month of December, interesting times. One of the things that is different about this month's reading is I was asked by Spirit to do a completely different format than I have done up until this point. And what I have done, I have divided the reading into two separate parts. There's a general reading, which I have always done, and it's very similar to the one I've done in November. But the other part is about Spirit wanted me to channel more messages, and they wanted me to focus more on what you need to focus with regards to your energies, particularly in December, but also to provide information with regards to the key learning opportunities that you are looking at gaining as you go through this path. So this is not going to be for everyone. Not everyone finds desire to know these things, but for those of you who are looking to deeply connect and who are looking for deeper meaning into what's going on in your life, more than just, when am I going to get a job or when am I going to meet somebody, but more with regards to what am I learning here? What is my soul wanting to learn? For those of you who are hungry for that information, I will have those videos, and the information on how to get those will be down below for you in the show more section. And without further ado, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing, and for sharing your videos. Without you, I wouldn't do this. And as you can tell, I've reached over 40,000 subscribers, which is completely out of this world for me, because this is not what I was expecting when I was gently told by Spirit to put up my channel to start one. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I think that's all I have. So let's just go on with individual readings. And of course, if it doesn't apply to you, then listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. And if none makes sense to you, listen to it towards the end of the month, because they almost always make perfect sense. And if not, it may not be just the right message for you this month. But without further ado, let's get going with each individual signs. See you soon. Hello Pisces, thank you so much for coming back. And this is going to be your reading, first part of your reading for December 2017. Let me go through my channeled information first. If you wish to listen to the second part of the video, that message, that information is down below for you. One of the things that I saw when I connected to your energy, I saw an end of a struggle. And this is still a general reading, so it's not going to apply to all of you. But if it does apply to all of you, because there is an ending of a struggle, then that would be fantastic. So that's what I saw. I also saw you enjoying the fruit of your labor, and there was a level of satisfaction with this. So some of you obviously have been working on something, have been nurturing something into place, have been trying to get something going, and it feels that in the month of December and in January, it's spilling over 2 months, you are going to finally see the result of your hard work. I also hear the result of your hard-earned money. So some of you may have put a down payment on something. Some of you may have invested in something financially, obviously emotionally as well. But seeing the fruit of your labor in December was coming very prominently. And this was also, what was also said to me is that it's after a prolonged hardship. So for some of you, you are going to feel a level of satisfaction that you haven't felt for quite some time. For many of you, this is going to be on a personal level. This is relationships. Some of you, it's going to be work connected, but for most of you, I feel this is going to be on a personal level. So it feels like some of you have been going through a hardship in the last few months, maybe as long as last few years, and you are going to feel lighter. There's an opportunity here for you to feel lighter in the month of December. I also felt that, and this was a separate situation, you were really needing to prove your point to somebody. You were very passionate about this. you were, there was a lot of dedication and declaration. That's the word that was said to me, dedication and declaration. So there is something in the month of December that you are going to feel like you need to make a point of, prove something to someone, prove a point, something that you are very passionate about, or someone you are very passionate about. And it is also highlighting your dedication to the cause. Maybe it is a cause that you are trying to make someone understand. Maybe it's a project you're trying to invest into. But there is definitely a feel of needing to prove something to someone, or prove a point, or let them see what you are seeing. So that was very important. Then I heard opposites attract, and I think that was completely different it's not connected to the other messages, so I don't know where to attach the opposites attract, but maybe what's going to happen is those of you who end up meeting somebody in the month of December, it might be somebody completely the opposite from you. And as a matter of fact, there's a card that speaks to that effect a little bit. So I wonder if there is a foretelling. That sounds to me like a relationship. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but it feels to me like one. What are you leaving behind? 2 cards popped up, and I kept them, although they confused me at the very beginning, because one of them is 4 of Wands, the other one is 9 of Cups in reverse. So one is a happy ever after, the other one is the complete opposite. So that kind of confused me, so I had to pause and I had to ask what this means. And what I received was that despite of what might have seen a great situation on the outside, actually made you quite miserable. This could be a relationship, because there's a sense of stability with this. Whatever it was, gave you a sense of stability on some level, but emotionally did not fulfill you, and I'm hearing any longer. So this can apply to a work situation where you might have had a prominent position, perhaps. You made great money, you had a great title, it was a position many would like, but at the end of the day, you were just fundamentally not fulfilled emotionally. This can also apply to a situation at home where you have a beautiful family, everything seems to be perfect, yet there is something within you that is missing, that's causing you to feel unfulfilled. This is shown to me as something that you are leaving. So this is something that transpired a while ago. I want to say some months, or maybe even a few years for some of you. Although I want to say it is within this year. I feel that some of you have left a situation that was at some point a strong foundation for you. And things that are coming to mind are obviously health, relationship, and work. Although I'm not sensing a lot of health here, it could be a situation with health, but for most of you, this is going to be relationship. I feel this is relationship and work. So that's what you're leaving behind. What is in front of you, or the energies that are around you right now, you have 2 as well. You have the Fool, and then you have 6 of Cups in reverse. So what this is telling me is that you are moving on to bigger and better things, and you are leaving your past behind. Any resentments, any past hardships, any past attachments to other people, any pain, you are choosing to walk away from it, and you are choosing to move on. I sense that you will feel a sense of being alive. It almost feels like a new energy zips through your body or rushes through your body. There's a sense of completion that you are feeling, and there is a sense of wanting to move forward with something, or to move on with something. It wouldn't surprise me if many of you are in the process of preparing for a brand new relationship, and I'll tell you why in a second, but it just feels like there is a preparation period. Now, he's reminding me to say that you, many of you are ending a struggle. So for some of you, you are choosing to leave the struggle behind, and some of that struggle has to do with some resentment from your past. And also, this is after prolonged hardship. So you may have been you've been struggling for a while. There's no question about it, and there's definitely a feeling of stuckness in the past. The month of August comes up, so this could have transpired in the month of August, or maybe somehow August is connected to this. So you're moving on to something better and bigger. This could also be a job situation. But I hear in a recent past, so whatever this is has transpired for many of you in a recent past. What is in front of you, or what is in your near future? Two cards came up. One, and then I asked for a clarification. Knight of Wands. So what this is telling me is that there is, it feels to me like a male that will enter your life. This could be a work or a relationship situation. This could be a younger man, or just someone who is very alive, very energetic, very passionate. That's fantastic. And I have a funny feeling that this is going to be more of a personal thing for you than anything else. So some of you might be getting ready to meet the right person. And I wonder if that's why they said opposites attract. So this particular person that's coming into your life might actually be somebody completely opposite than what you are used to, and completely different than what you've had in mind for yourself. This can also represent somebody helping you in a work situation, helping you. I'm seeing you moving on to the next step in your career. So there might be a person who is a male, very fiery energy, or just someone who embodies a very energetic, very fiery, very passionate person. The other card was, when I asked for clarification, is Seven of Swords in reverse. So in this way, it's a card of illusion, somebody lying to you. This is letting go of whatever has transpired in the past. It's letting go of mental challenges. It's letting go of any betrayal. It looks like this gentleman is going to help you let go of the past. Now, that is because he might be entering your life and you have an emotional reset, or this may be someone who will help you see things in a different light that will allow you to move forward with much more clarity and much more, I want to say the word dignity for some reason. So for some of you, you may have felt, for some of you, it's emotion. I actually heard it twice, emotionally abused. Now, this is also possible, I'm being shown, that some of this is going as far back as being a child, and the unhappiness has continued for a prolonged period of time. I'm not going to say it's for all of you. It might be for some of you, but for most of you, this is more of a recent thing that's happening. So whoever this person is, whoever this gentleman is, or whoever this person is that's fiery, compassionate, very driven, it feels like it's a good addition to your life, whether it's friend with benefits, boyfriend, husband, partner, girlfriend, whatever it may be. It feels like this person is going to help you get back the pep in your step. That's how my guide wants me to say this. When I ask what is influencing all of this, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is saying to me, you have for a long time have felt overburdened, like you have had taken a lot on, too much was put on your plate, you have taken on way too much, and you're just deciding, I can't do this anymore. This is too much for me at this stage of my life. And you are choosing to move forward from something that was emotionally not very fulfilling. Let me see what else I can say on this. Oh, yes. When I added all the numbers, guess what? It came to the number 9, which is number of endings and conclusions. So it feels to me like many of you are leaving your past behind, but also you are ridding yourself of residual pain that transpired quite some time ago, but you haven't been able to quite shake it yet. And that's how he's asking me to say it. He's showing me again, enjoying the fruit of your labor. And what this is also meaning is that many of you have been going through a healing process that will allow you to put all this behind you. Okay, and as a result, you will choose to move on, and there's a brand new energy around you. Now, the Fool is an energy that is not directed in any particular way or direction, which means it's raw energy ready to be molded. The molding happens by you, by directing your thoughts and your intentions. But I want to point something out. He's asking me to point something out. Number one, there's redness here, which he's asking me to talk about, that signifies the ground under which you, upon which you walk is very safe and solid. This is telling me that you are going to feel grounded, much more grounded moving forward than you have felt in a very long time. It is also being shown to me that the bag he's carrying with him is very light, which means all the crap that he or she was dealing with is being left behind, and the only thing that he or she is taking forward are the most important things that matter to him or her. The dog here, he's asking me to talk about the dog. To me, this represents friendships, and I feel like brand new friends are going to come into your life, and perhaps this is the person that's going to be your brand new friend. And look at the way I just put the cards. I didn't do it this way. Oops. I didn't do it this way. I did it this way without even thinking. So this is telling me that this night is coming towards this brand new beginning. Okay? And it looks like if this is you, this night is coming after you, chasing you, or what's another word that I want to use here? Pursuing you. So that feels to me like a love connection, not necessarily, but it feels to me that way. So I also want to say happy-go-lucky here, which is the Fool. That's what it represents. There's also an element of risk and an overall lightness. Now, as a result, I just want to remind you, you are leaving this behind. This is looking back, holding on to resentments from the past. You're leaving this behind. You're choosing to leave this behind. And that's a fantastic thing. Bonus. What about bonus? He says, tell them about their bonus they're going to receive. I have no idea what he's talking about, but looks like somebody is going to get a bonus. Perhaps you are not expecting one, and perhaps it's going to be for all the hard work you've done. But he said, don't tell them not to remind them about their bonus. So however else he said it. So for those of you who are not expecting anything and all of a sudden you get a bonus, congratulations to you, and you deserve it. And I hope this made sense. This concludes the first part. If you would like to hear the second part about focus and your lessons, I will tell you a couple of things here. There is definitely a message here about not chasing something that doesn't want to be chased. So that's a big one. There is also a message here of being in control, or a lesson here of learning control through various circumstances. And this empowerment is also coming up here as one of the lessons you are learning. So I will leave that for those of you who are interested in more in-depth information. For those of you who just like to stay with this one, I hope that it was informative and helpful. For me, none of it makes sense ever, but from what I hear from you, it almost always makes sense to you towards the end of the month. So I wish you wonderful holiday season and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, liking, subscribing. This means more to me than you will ever know. If you would like to comment how this affects your life or how this fits into your life, please do so down below. I always read comments and I absolutely love them. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.